people? Okay, so my last video I talked about coming out this morning and having those deer running around me. I literally ran right just straight down there. Wow. To that side. Ran right under me. Hear that? That is the unfortunate doing this afternoon. If I had the 22, there would be 2 dead squirrels. So I came out this morning. Got to see some rut. Got super excited about it because again, I don't know how many times I've said it. It's my first time out in the woods during bow season. First time ever bow hunting of any kind. First time getting to see the rut. Yeah, that was just amazing. That's something I will never ever forget. But John and I came out this afternoon. We got out here sometime around 2. I don't remember exactly when. Could have been before 2, after 2, I don't know. And that's probably why there's no deer. That damn cough. But we got here. I took John, showed him this one spot. Beautiful, beautiful tree. Beautiful setup. Only a couple little trails going through the area, but that tree, the base of it's got to be 3 feet across. Big old white pine. And you go up about 7, 8 feet and it splits into 3. And if a person was to know what they're doing and did it right, you could literally put 3 ladder stands on this tree. So I guess it would work if, depending on which way the wind's blowing, which direction you want to sit. You can face the northeast, northwest, or the south. But yeah, I get over here at my stand. I'm sitting here, and there's that thick crap back here. Crossbow's trying to get away from me. Back there. All the way. It runs all along the property line. The guy that owns that other property back there, I guess he doesn't do anything with it. I walked over there. I went in about 10, 15 feet, kind of looked around, and I don't know how the deer even get through that. It is super, super thick. But sitting here, election day, November 3rd, 2020, 71 degrees. And I could hear frogs off in the swamp in November. That's not right. That's not right at all. And I had one little red squirrel get down on my corn. And it saw me and it decided for about a half hour to sit there and chirp and chirp and chirp and chirp. It ran off chirping and came back chirping, and finally it shut up and started eating the corn. Then it's ran off everything that came near that corn. It's ran off 3 blue jays at one time, and then some little, like a chickadee of some sort. But big old gray squirrel It's like fucking 4 times the size of this little red squirrel. Chases it off too. Little red squirrels are vicious. They're mean, man. They need to get put down. But occasionally here and there, back there in that tick crap, getting back to the subject, I think I keep hearing them walking around in the leaves. But when I was back there this morning looking around, trying to see if I could find any rubs or scrapes, I looked over at my stand, and at the angle I have it, I stick out like a sore thumb. If anything comes out right there. I have no clue of what's in the north of me. I cannot see back there unless I stand up and turn around. But this afternoon, John's out here. John's out in the south end of the property. I got a ladder stand down there. It doesn't have a seat, but I screwed some boards together, and it's not comfortable, but it'll do. Sorry, my nose itched. But I texted him a little bit ago. He hadn't seen or heard anything. Only thing I've been seeing and hearing is that fucking red squirrel, and there's 2 of them. Because one was on my corn pile, the other one was up in the tree. Well, the acoustics was weird. Thing is just barking, just bark, 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 bark. And I was looking down, looking for it, thinking maybe it's on the other side of the tree. I'm looking and looking, nothing. I just happened to glance up, and it's sitting at the top of the fucking tree up here, set down there. And I was watching it, and when squirrels bark and chirp, you see their whole body twitch, twitch, twitch. You know, their tail twitches, everything. And yeah, of course, sure enough, I'm looking right up at it. I'm watching it make the noise, but it sounds like it's coming from the ground, and it's probably sitting, let's see, that's about 10, 20, 30, 40, about 40, 45 feet, not yards, 40, 45 feet up in the air, and it sounds like it's on the ground. Weird, just the weirdest thing. But that 10-point that I told you guys about, I went over that area this morning. You know, I made a big circle. I was zigzagging back and forth, seeing if I can find any scrapes or rubs. You know, because about 9 o'clock, it was already getting up into the 50s, and by 10 o'clock, it was already in the 60s. It got warm quick. I got out here this morning. I was freezing. My fingers were cold, even with the hand warmers. My fingers were frozen. My toes were getting cold. I had to put my face mask on for a little while because the back of my neck was getting cold. As soon as that sun came up, man, it just heated up fast. And I'm bundled up now thinking once the sun goes down, I'm going to get cold. And I might as well just keep the stuff on. I've been sweating since I've been up here. 2:30, 3 o'clock. I've been up here sweating. And that's probably the biggest reason why a deer ain't coming around. They're probably smelling all that nasty sweat. And I just washed all my gear last night. I shouldn't say gear, but my coat, my pants, my hoodie. I washed it all last night with my dead downwind, and then I turn around and sweat in all of it. And it's my luck. But shortly after I did my video this morning, I tried downloading it. Now it was around 11, well, not download, upload, around about 9 o'clock this morning. Somewhere between 8 and 9. I tried to upload it. Actually, it might have been, yeah, that's right. So those deer came in through around about 7:30. It's still not uploaded. It's only at like 90%. It's been taking all day. I even went into town to eat lunch. I ended up taking Jasper and I took a nap on the couch. Fell asleep for about an hour or so, and then I got up and got ready, got John, and we came out here. John wasn't feeling good this morning, so he didn't go to school. But he was feeling better this afternoon, so I was like, well, if you're feeling better, you want to go? And he's like, yeah, sure. But I got to make sure I get him back to town so he can get to work. Fucker's 16, he's already got a job. What a good kid. But the outdoor guys, shout out to you guys. I used that one of those grunts that you guys got on YouTube this morning, and just, I'm not even shitting you, it had been within 30 seconds those deer came running in. You know, I don't know if it was a coincidence or if they actually heard that and coming. I'm thinking it was a coincidence because they made a lot of noise coming in, and I forgot my speaker, and so it was just going off my phone, which isn't really that loud. But the sun is down behind the trees finally. I'm not being blinded anymore. Oh, and that's another reason why I'm thinking about maybe throwing one of my stands up on that other tree. Is it'll be facing in the north, so I wouldn't be facing south and having the sun in my face the whole entire time. And there's so much foliage on that tree. It's gonna, if I decide to do it, it's gonna be a bitch having to cut the branches just to get the ladder stand in there. I mean, I've got 3 ladder stands. It's not. I've got 2 set up right now. I got a third one that just sitting in the garage, and I'm possibly getting a hang on, which that's what I'd rather put down there is the hang on, because at least with that one I can face whatever direction I want at any time. And there's not really, the trail that goes from the road to that spot, it is so hard to walk through there. But when you got branches that are snapped off about waist high, little trees and branches, you know that there's some bucks walking through there. But yeah, when that 10 point that came in over there last week, I went and checked that out this morning. Kind of curious because it looked like he was over there eating. I just wanted to see like if there was any tracks or anything left, and I don't think he was eating. I think he was rubbing because I found a fresh rub. Like, I mean, it was sappy and it was on a little spruce. It was sappy. You could see all the bark laying on the ground all around it. And the tree had to have been bigger around than a coffee can. Fucking squirrels. Oh, I hate them. Die. But I suppose. Still no news on my trail cam that was stolen. I talked to a guy that owns some property across the road, and he said it could have possibly been a bear that took it because they're good for doing that. But it's like a bear, yeah, I can see a bear taking the trail cam, but the bungee cords with it, that's straight up human. But it's okay. I got a hold of a old, really crappy trail cam, so I think I'm gonna take that, set it up somewhere, take my good one, the only one I got left. I think I'm gonna have that on the old one. It's an old shitty one. It doesn't even work. So I think I'm gonna put it there, and then I'm gonna have my good one facing on that, hidden. Might just put it right back in the same spot as my old one that got stolen. And see if I can catch the motherfucker that stole my stuff. Because if I catch them, not saying it's going to be the same person, but if I catch them, I guarantee you they're going to pay. Because in that situation, you didn't just steal from me, you stole from my family. But I noticed over the last like 2 minutes, it's getting darker and darker as I'm sitting here. So I'll let you go because hopefully something walks in. I need some more meat in the freezer. I don't have enough. 1 deer's not enough. 2 deer's not enough. If I don't have at least, a dozen deer, it's never enough. That's just a joke. But no, if I can at least get 2 deer, I'll be happy. That would last us all year, no problem. Family of 6, man, we eat that like there's no tomorrow. 2 deer, we'd be good. 3 deer, we'd be set. 4 deer, I'm just giving it last one away. But all right, yep. Now the screen just dimmed. I think it's auto censoring, maybe. I don't know. But all right, America, I love y'all. Don't forget to vote today. And be safe. Be careful. Have a good hunt. Happy hunting. Make sure your aim is true. Your target's dead. If it hops, it flops. If it's brown, it's down. If it flies, it dies. Yeah. America, fuck yeah.